Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to build an movie recommender system with the help of Django REST Framework and Scikit-learn. So before continuing this video, let's take a quick overview what we are going to build. So let's first of all take example from this website. This is just a website by the name of TMBD movies. So you can see whenever you open any movie, let's suppose I am going to open this movie, which is Mufasa, the Lion King. So you will be see if I scroll down here, it automatically recommend the movies similar to the this movie. So you can see it recommending us Sonic and Sikandar, Red One, etc. So this is movie recommendation system, and we are going to build this type of recommender. So you can see I know the UI design is very bad, but our main focus is on backend and its APIs. So I am using a dataset which have all this movie. That's where some images are not available, but it's not a big deal. So you can see whenever I have a lot of movies here, you can scroll down and you will be see some movies has their posters, but some have not. So overall, we have all these movies. So if I select anyone, let's pass this movie is Jumanji, and if I check this detail, you will be see this is movie detail, and in similar movies it is recommending us same similar movies. It is recommending us like Sudden Death, The Innocent Sleep, D3, The Mighty Ducks, and Basketball. You can see it is recommending us similar movies to this movie. Alright, so I am into my Django project. This is just a simple project by the name of Backend, and I have a simple app by the name of Core. So, and I add this app into my installed app section. You can see code.app start core config. So this is my project. So first of all, let's create our model. So before creating our model, this is the dataset which I am going to use in this video. Like in starting up this video, if you check out my intro, you will be see I have lot of movies. So I am fetching all these movies data from this dataset, and might be possible you guys don't have any data set, you will be have your own data. So it's not any big deal. You can carry on with your own data, but if you want a data set, you can download it from Kaggle, and I will be also provide this data set link in video description. You can download this data set from video description link I will be provided. So let's carry on the video, but let's create first of all, let's create our model. So for creating our model, I am going to focus my this data set. Like I will be create model fields according to my data set. So I have some fields like belong to collection, budget, genre, home page. Like, these are the fields which I have. So I'm going to create these type of similar fields and models. So first of all, let's create our model, which will be our class model. First of all, we will be have our title, and after the title we will be have our it will be our movie's name, which I will be make by the name of original title. Actually I am just copy pasting this code because I don't want to waste the time on these things. So that's why I'm just going to copy paste all the model just for saving time. So this is our complete model which I have. Sorry, and its name will be class movies, which will be inherit from models dot model. All right, so this is the model which we have, which will be contain our title, overview, release date, budget, revenue, runtime, genres, posted path, then popularity, average vote, average count, and our home page. So this is the model we have. So let's migrate this model into our database. So for this, just into your terminal. Here I'm just going to write python many.py make migrations, and then we will be migrated. Make migrations. Okay, our migration has been created. Let's migrate it. So I'm migrating it first time, so it will be doing all these migrate. And let's also create our super user. And I recommend you to check out this video in high resolution for better view, because in low resolution we are unable to see this coding stuff. So that's why. Okay, so our super user has been created. let's turn our server on, and also I'm going to register my model into our admins.py. So for this I will simply use from .models import movies and admin dot site dot register, and it will be our movies model. So everything is created. So let's turn our browser. I'll be use Chromium because I love using Chromium just for testing our web APIs. Okay, 127/admin, and let's log in it with our super user credentials. So you can see our model has been created, and in this movies model still we don't have any data. So let's but our model has been created successfully. So let's add data, movies data into our model. Let's create a Python script which will be help us to add our CSV, like our data, like our this file data into our model. So for this I will be simply create a model, a script in Python which will be automatically add all this data. So let's create it. So here I am just going to create a normal script.py. So if this is our script.py, so first of all we just need to import some library. First of all we will be use OS for pathing. After that I will be use CSV and import Django, and after that from uh, datetime import datetime. So that's it. So first of all we need to set up our setting module. So for this will be simply do start environ dot set default, which will be our Django underscore settings underscore module. So after that just pass your projects file settings.py. So our project name is backend, and inside backend we have settings.py, where I will be simply pass backend dot setting. So make sure there is no spelling mistake. So this is our environment has been set low setup hours. So for this I will simply use Django dot setup. So that's it. Now the next thing is let's give the path of our file, and before that let's import our model from core dot models import movie, and let's give our CSV file path. So for this I'll be create a variable by the name of CSV underscore file underscore path equal to, and here we will be give path. So you can see our script file and CSV file location directory is same. So that's why I will simply pass dot slash movies underscore data dot CSV. You know what? Instead of writing code, I don't want to waste your time. I am just going to copy paste it. Just give me a second. I'll be just simply copy paste all the data. Just a second. And don't worry, you will be get all this code from video description link. You can just carry on with it. All right. So this is the complete data, and all right. So this is the complete script which we will be used for the creating our records. So you guys don't worry, you will be download it. So let's run this script and see will it work or give us error. Okay, you can say start adding all the data into our database. So just let's add something. Okay, so let's break it. I think it's enough data for now. Okay, I just quit this, and if we check our admin panel, and if I check reload, you will be see our data has been added, and it add almost 1000 records. You can see 1003 movies are added. So that's it. I think this is enough data. So that's so let's carry on to the next part. So let's first of all create our product movies API. So for creating movies API, we will be use Django REST Framework. So you will be simply go Django REST Framework, and here is the official website. So make sure in your virtual environment you have Django REST Framework installed, and if you don't have, you can simply just write pip pip install Django REST Framework. You will be hit enter, so it will be automatically install this Django REST Framework. So let's follow our installation process. Let's add this into our installed app, into our settings.py. Here we will be at this one. Okay, so let's create our API. So for creating API, first of all we need to create our serializer. So for serializer, first of all we need to create a file in our app by the name of serializer.py. So here I'm going to add serializer.py, and let's make our serializer. So here I'll be use from REST framework, import serializers, and after that we need our model from dot models import movies. So for serializer, I'm just going to use class movie serializers, which will be inherited from serializers dot model serializers. And here we have an class by the name of meta, and here we will be pass our model name. So our model name will be movies. So after that we need to pass our fields. So I will be create fields, and here it will be string, and I want to add all our field. I will just simply pass this gender all. So our serializer has been created. So let's create our view, and in your views.py, first of all we need to import some necessary thing. First of all, from dot models import our movie models, and second thing we need from dot serializer import our movie serializer. So next thing we need from REST framework, import API views, if I'm not wrong. So first of all we need from REST framework dot views import API views, and after that we need just from REST framework dot response import response. So we just need this. So first of all, let's create our API. So for this I will also just going to with class base class movies movies list API, and you can fast forward this video with 1.5x speed. So here it will be inherited from API view, and inside this we have def. Actually, instead of writing everything by myself, I am just going to copy it this and pass it here. So here it will be contain self request, and we don't need any format, just skip it. And inside here we don't need anything, we don't need this, and here I'll just simply pass movies will be equal to movies dot objects dot all, and next thing is our serializer, and I will be make a variable by the name of serializer will be equal to our movie serializer, and our movie serializer will contain inherit from model, so it will be contain our movies. And the second thing, we will be add many equal to true, because it will be add more records. So that's it. So let's return our response, and in response I'm just going to pass a dict which will be our movies, and the data inside it will be inherited from serializer dot data. So our API has been created. I am pretty much sure it will be work. So this is our API. Let's pass it into our urls.py. So I am into my project url.py. Here I'm just going to import from core.views import API, movie list API, and here we just need to create our path, and I'm just going to with path with movies slash, and our view name is movie list API view dot as underscore view, and third thing is name, but I don't think we need to pass our name parameter. So our API has been created. So let's test our API. So for testing these APIs, you can go with you can these are simple get APIs. So we can simply test this on our browser. We don't need any specific tools like Postman or Insomnia. We can simply test these API here. So here if I type 127 slash, this is our home page. And but before that, let's turn our server on. Python many.py run server, and you can see our REST framework library has been installed already. So Python many.py run server, and here if I reload, okay, so here if I go slash movies, hit enter, we will be see okay, and we got our first error. So the error is the fields option must be listed double. So just it's a quite easy thing. The error is only we pass an extra underscore, so just remove it. Make sure you have only two underscores, two before and two after. So no, here if I reload, let's see what happened. Okay, okay. You can see our error has been gone and our APIs are working fine, and it is fetching all our data. You can see this is our API, and it have all our data with our ID, title, budget, and blah blah blah. So this is our total data, and you can also check it in your JSON format. So this is in your JSON form. This is all your API's data. So it means our API has been created successfully. So that's it. Like it's okay. So let's create an API detail view. So for creating an API detail view, here we just need to create another. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. Here I will pass movie detail API view. So this will be our class name, and it will be obviously from, instead of this here in get method, we will be also one more parameter because we require ID for getting a specific movie. So here I will be just simply pass ID, and here it will be movies dot objects dot get, and it will be ID equal to ID. So that's it. After that, here is our for movie serializer. So let's modify the serializer. We actually don't need this man equal to true, because it will be contain only one record. So our detail API view has been created. Let's make its URL as well. Also here in this urls.py, I am just going to copy paste it and import one more thing from movie detail API, and here just pass this view, and here in movies slash, here it will be also contain an ID which will be int ID. So this API has been created as well also. So you can see our overall our detail API has been also created. Let's test this. You can see we have lot of records here, and it has an ID. Let me check this with ID number 5. So here in movies slash 5, it will be ID, and hit enter, and you can see it is getting a one specific product. So our detail API has been created, but no our main work is started. So now it's time to getting this similar product related to this movie. Like this is movie, that's good, but I also want to display similar products related to this movie here in this API view. So let's create our function for the getting the similar products. So now our main work is start. So before continuing this, make sure in your virtual environment or in anything you are using, make sure you have Scikit-learn install. You can simply use it by running command pip install scikit scikit-learn. So you can simply run pip install scikit-learn. It will be install library. In my case, it is suggesting requirements already satisfied. It's been in my virtual environment, it's already installed. So that's it. It's not a big deal. You can simply install it. Let's create our recommender engine. So in my app, I'm just going to create a new file by the name of movie recommender. Yeah, or I can say similar movies .py. So this is our file. So first of all, let's do our necessary imports. First of all, let's understand what we are going to do. So steps are very simple. We are going to import two features from Scikit-learn. First one is our TF-ID vectorized, and second one is cosine simulatory. What we will be do? First of all, we will be fetch the list of all our movies, and after fetching our list movies, we will be vectorized our data. After vectorizing our data, we will be get our TF-ID matrix. So after getting our TF-ID matrix, what we will be do with the we will be index them, and after indexing with the help of cosine similarity, we will be get the similar data, and after getting the similar data, we will be get our indices from this data, and our similar movies will be rendered out. So that's it. This is the thing we are going to do. Let's do it practical. You will be it will help you to understand in more good way. So first of all, we will be use from sklearn dot feature extractions dot text import, sorry guys, import TF-ID vectorize. So first of all, we need this TF-ID vectorize. Second thing we need is cosine simulatory. So for this, I'll be simply use from sklearn dot matrix dot pairwise import cosine simulatory, this one, similarity. So these are the two things we required for our recommender engine. So let's create a function by the name of get similar movies. So that's it. So obviously it will be take two arguments. First of all, it will be take our movie ID. So here I will be just simply passing movie underscore ID, and second thing, it will be take the how much uh, like how much recommendation you want to display, like the count of recommendation. I just want to display 5 similar movies. So for this, I am just going to pass top underscore and 5. So this is our second argument, like we are just fetching 5 similar products. So let's, okay, that's it. First we'll also import our model here from dot models import movies. Okay, so first of all, let's create it by the name of movies equal to movies dot objects dot all. So that's it, we fetch all our data, but we don't want query. I want this data in a list. So for this listing, I am just going to convert its data type in list, and for this we will be simply use type conversion list. So it will be convert our data into a list. So let's get our second thing is let's get our content. Mean like when your algorithm give you similar product, we will be train it with some data, like we will be pass some data, and it will be train its engine, and then it recommend based on that data. So that's why we need to pass our content, like when it will be give a similar product, so it will be give all the similar product based on these data. Now we need to pass the that data which we want in our recommendation engine. So I think I will be use overview, then I will be use these genres, then I will be use release date, runtime, and popularity, vote average, and vote count. I will be use all these fields for the training of our engine. So let's make it. So first of all, obviously I have a movie content. It will be have all our content. It will be an empty list. So let's make a loop for movie in movies. Basically, I want loop on this because it has all our data. All the products are in this variable. So I made a loop on it, and here I'll make a combined data, a variable by the name of combined data, only because we have multiple fields, because I want similar product by combining these multiple fields. So that's why I'm just creating a simple variable by the name of combined data, and it will be have an f string, oh sorry, this f string. So here we just need to pass our that data which we want. So first of all, we need our overview. So here I'll just simply going to use movie dot. So first will be our overview, because I want my data according to this overview. So first of all, this will be overview, and just going to copy paste it and add this, since we are combining it. So that's add this and pass your second data. I also want these genres like this, so just going to copy it and paste it. But you can see these are the genres are basically JSON field. So since this is a JSON field, we need to add something here, like we can't directly pass it. We just need to do something like mhm, uh, dot join method simple and wrap it inside this spelling mistake. Okay, so we are simply using join method for joining all the JSON data which is inside our JSON field, and we will be use comma. I hope you guys will be know about this. So just that's it. Just copy paste this, and inside this I want from like movie dot. The third thing I want release date or something like. Let's get the release date. So just copy and paste it. This is our release date, and after just paste it as well also. So get your uh, next field. I'll also use runtime and just pass runtime here. Just also copy paste this 3 to 4 times. After runtime, I want mm, um, populate. Like this will be also good. So here it will be our popularity. After that, let's pass something different, like pass these two: vote average and vote count. Vote average. And if you want to add another data, you can also add. It's not compulsory, but I think that's enough data for training our recommendation engine. So that's it. Now we have all our data in our movie content variable. So we will be use it. Definitely we will be use it, but after that we just need to add all this data in this variable. So for this I'll just simply use movie content dot append, and we will be append all our this combined content. Okay, so now we have all our data in this in the form of a list. So let's get out from this loop and let vectorize our data. So for this I'm just going to create a variable by the name of vectorize, will be equal to. So for vectorizing our data we will be use this function which is tfid vectorize. We will be simply use this, and it will be take one argument stop word into like our mainly our language is English, because all our movies has their content in English, so that's why I'm just going to pass it English. And if you are asking like thinking why we pass stop word here, it's mean like when it get your content, like it is content your it get all your content from this movie content. So maybe you have lot of similar content and similar words, like we have an paragraph: hello, my name is Wajahat, I am a developer, I work as a freelancer, and I am very slow, like this. That's a paragraph. It's okay. And you can see this is one line of paragraph. So you can see we have a lot of similar words, like we have is repeating, like this is, and is repeating, and after that you have this a keyword, it is also repeating. After that we have am over this word. Like what it will be do, it will be automatically vectorize your data, and when it will be vectorizing your data, it will be automatically ignore all the similar data. Like if your data is repeating so many times, it will be automatically ignore it. So I hope you will be understand what I am trying to say. So that's it, our vectorized data has been created. So let's create our matrix. So for creating our matrix, I am just going to create tfidf underscore matrix, a variable, and it will be use a method by the name of fit transform. So we just need to pass fit transform, actually not like this, vectorize dot fit transform. Yes, okay. So it will be have all our content. So this is content stored in this. So I'm just going to pass it here. So our matrix has been created. So let's get the target movies. So our basically when our target is based on this ID, like when this detail API view will be called. So the same ID which passed here, we want similar content based on that movie. So that's why here we need to pass our target id, target movie. So for this I'll prefer to using try catch, sorry, not try catch, try except, because I work with JavaScript as well also, that's why the word is repeating, try catch. Okay, so let's create a try, and here I'm just going to create a target movie, and our target movie will be movies. Our model name dot object dot get, and we will be also get it based on their id equal to, and we pass a movie underscore id. So it will be get our movie id, target movie, and in the case if it did not get it, we will be simply pass except movie does not exist. We can simply pass movie dot uh, does not exist. Okay, and it will be written an empty list. So here with this try except we get our target movie. Okay, so let's create a mapping for our content indices. So for mapping it, we need to index our content. So for this I'm just going to create content to index equal to, which will be okay, I think we need to use some short methods, because for getting our indexes we need a loop. So for this I'm just going to simply pass here, uh, actually just make a loop here first of all, for idx, and second we need to assign our variable. First will be idx and second will be movie in. So we have all our movies in that movies where it is on here in. Okay, but I think we can't directly pass this. We need to use a method by the name of enumerate, like this, and we need to pass all our movies here. So here we have all our movies, and just this loop is okay, and we just need to pass our here movie dot id, and also our idx. So uh, that's it. I don't think so we need to change something here, but if we got any error, obviously we will be fixed later on, don't worry. So this is our content indexes. Let also get our target index. So for this just create a variable by the name of target index, which will be equal to content to index the variable dot get, and it will be get from target movie id. So here we have our target movie and based on their id. So now we have our target index as well also. So now we have our target index and we have all our movies. Now we can move on toward the cosine similarity. So for this I am just going to create a variable by the name of cosine similarity, actually just cosine sim, that's okay. And it will be, first of all we will be use this cosine similarity which we import from here. So here I use cosine similarity, and it have, first of all it have our matrix. So this is our matrix, so I am just going to pass our tff id matrix, and it will be contain varga argument which is our target index. It obviously it will be take our target index which we have in this variable. So I'm just going to pass our target index. So second thing, we just need to pass our matrix. So I'm just going to also copy this and paste it here, and also add flatten here, like flatten. Okay, flatten. Okay, so that's it. Our cosine sim has been also created. Just give me a second. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we have our cosine sim as well also. So now it's time to get our similar indices. So for getting similar indices, it's quite easy. Just make a variable by the name of similar indices will be equal to for loop for I in, and our all into our okay, okay. Give me a second. I think we are doing some mistake here. Um, content. Okay. Okay, okay. I think there is some little bit mistake. For after this cosine simulatory, we need to get our indices. So for getting our indices, I'll just going to make an variable by the name of similar indices. Indices will be equal to cosine sim, which we create above here, cosine sim dot arg arg sorts. We are going to use arg sort, and that's it. I think it will be enough. Or you can pass something like top underscore n -1 -1, and okay, that's why make it reverse. Okay, so I am getting error here. Sorry, it's n, not okay. So that's it. I am hoping you guys know about how this filter will be work. So if you are familiar with DSA algorithms, maybe you also read this thing before. So it's not a big deal. So okay, we have our similar indices. So let's filter our movie target indices. So for this, I'll just simply use similar indices equal to, we will be make a loop for I in this same loop for I in similar indices if I not equal to target underscore index. Okay, so I think that's enough, and here we just need to pass the variable which we assign, it is I, and now we have our similar indices, and let's get retrieve our similar movies. So it's also easy, just need to pass similar underscore movies, which will be from our stat loop. So let's make our loop for idx in similar indices. So I think that's enough. Let's return our similar movies. Alright, so our engine has been created, which will be first of all, what is going to do, let's understand it. It is just fetching all our movies, then it is getting their content, and for getting the content from all this data, we are using a loop, and after that we are vectorizing it, and after that we are making our matrix of our vectorized content, and after that we are getting our target movie, and when we are getting our target movie, we are creating indexes for our we are getting content for all our index and also going to target our index. Then with the help of cosine simulatory, we are getting similar data and just simply going to pass it. So I think that's it. Our engine has been created, so let's pass it. So while passing it in our views.py, I'm just going to simply uh, here just I'm just going to pass similar movies will be equal to, and obviously it will be similar movies. We need to import this from here, like from dot similar movies import get similar movies. So this is the function which we made above. So it will be similar movies will be equal to get similar movies, and it contain two arguments. First one will be id and second one a number. So we want five similar contents. So that's it. Now let's make it a serializer. So I'm just going to copy this variable, sorry, similar movie underscore serializer. So this will be our serializer variable, and it will be also going to use the same movie serializer, and it have data from similar movies, and its many equal to true because it is getting more than one data. So that's it. Let's return our response. So response will be like uh, similar movies will be from similar serializer dot data. So that's it. Our API has been getting created successfully. So let's test our API. Will it work or not, or is it giving us our similar content or not? So let's test this. Simply just reload our page, and we are getting a beautiful error. So let's test where is error. Let's try to sorry, just first of all try with rerun our server and test this again. Okay, so you can see just I close my server and reload it, and you can see no on a specific API. You can see I'm just passing our ID 5, and this is our main content, and here we are getting another similar movies, and we have all of these 5 similar movies to that. So you can see this is movie by the name of Father of the Bird Part 2. So in similar movies, it recommending same movies like It's a Wonderful Life, Killer, The War Room, My Mother Curse, and Father of Bride. You can see it's working fine. You can test out this with any of the movie we wanna want. You can go onto the main API page, and you have all of these movies here. So you can see we have lot of movies. Almost 1,000 movies are there, and you can check out any of the movie like okay, this is ID number 633. Movie name is Little Indian Big City. So just pass this ID here for that movie, and you can see we are getting the same movie Little Indian Big City, and here in similar movies we are getting the similar result like The Last Time I Saw Paris, Backbeat, Dangerous Ground, and Gigi. You can see they are matching with each other. So that's it. Sometime maybe it give a little bit like sometime maybe it's not give a good result. I'm not saying it is 100% efficient, but it's a good, like it's not bad. It mostly 90% it work well. So that's it for the video. We made our APIs and our product engine, and if so that's it for the video. We will be make its front end on the second part of this video. I know this video become too long, so in the second part of this video we will be make its front end. But if you just want to stay out with backend, so this is the APIs. You can use these APIs in your project, and you have your own recommend engine. You can use this API anywhere in your project. So in next part of this video we will be make its front end with this API. So thank you for watching, and make sure to check out the second part of this video as well also. Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to the second part of this video, and in this video we are going to make the front end in React.js for this app. And if you guys don't know what we are going to do, I'll recommend you to check out the first part of this series where we made these all APIs. So let's move on. Let's create our front end. So first of all, I'll be created with the help of alright. So first of all, let's create our React app. So for creating our React app, I will be using white. Like I'll be use this for creating web. So just go to their official documentation and copy this command, copy and paste into our terminal. So npm create white at the rate latest. So hit enter. It will be start creating. It will be asked some questions. First of all, our project name. I will be give my project name front end. After that, I want a React project. I want to use JavaScript. Okay, so our project has been created. So you can simply I will go cd front end and open this into my code editor as well also. And also we need to install our dependencies. So for installing dependencies we just simply need to run npm install. So it will install all node modules for our project. So installing node modules will be take some time, so I will be let you know back after this installation will be complete. So our dependencies are installed, but before going on to the next part, we will be also going to use Axios and React Router DOM. So let's install them as well also. So for this I'll just simply write npm install Axios and React router DOM. So we are going to install these two things as well also. So just install this, and for the verification we can check our package.json, like is it installed or not. So let's wait until installation is complete and then turn our server on. So our installation is complete, and we can see in our package.json we have Axios and React router DOM. So that's it. Let's um, turn our server on. So for this I'll be just simply run npm run dev, and our server will be on, which is on port localhost 5173. So let us this localhost 5173. All right, so you can see our project has been started. So just create our front end fastly. In easy word I'm just going to copy paste all the code, because I don't want to write all the front end code manually and waste your time. Our main focus was just on our APIs, so that APIs we make in our previous part. So in this video I'm just going to copy paste everything. So this is our app.jsx file, and first of all we don't need this code. We will be make our add our custom routers. So for custom routers, first of all we need to import something like first of all we need to import our browser routers from React router DOM, and we don't need this app.css, and we also don't need these logos. So that's it, and let's create our routers. So routers are easy. Just first of all we need to create this router, and inside this router we need to wrap it with our roots, not root, these roots. We're just going to make our roots. Let's take things time. routes. Okay, so our routes has been created. Now inside this we will be make our root. So for creating root, first of all in src folder, let's create a new folder by the name of components. Let's create our first component by the name of home.jsx. This will be our home page, and for this I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. And we don't need these browser routers, we don't need these routers here, and inside this we just need home, and this count is also not needed, and just export it as home. So our router has been created. So first of all we need to fetch our API. So first of all we need to import the use state and use effect. So I just import this. After that, since we are using Axios for API, so I'm just also going to import Axios. After that, uh, let's create our use states. So our first use state will be going to for movies and set movies. So I'm just create our first state, and after that we need our state for loading errors. So like loading and set loading. So I'm just going to paste it here. And third thing we need is our error. So error will be also going to response error and set error. So our has been created. So let's create our use effect. So for this you can just simply write use effect, which will be like this, and we will be inherited from this. Okay, so this is our use state. So here we will be fetch movies from our API. So I'm just going to copy paste it as well also. um, okay. Alright, so this is our movie. So this is our API which we are going to use for fetching our movies, and also we have this console log just for the testing purpose, and this is our API. After that, let's create there some condition, like if we are in loading state, then what will be happen? Like if loading, then we will be return simple and h2. Like you can pass any element. I am just going to pass return h2, and it will be print loading. So this is for our loading state, and in the case if there is an error state, I'm just going to copy this and paste, and here I'll just pass if error. It will be print uh, error, And if you want to get error value, you can simply pass it like this, and here you can pass your error, so it will be also print your error. So that's it. And here let's make another condition, like in the case if you have no movie available in that API, when you have no content, then it will be written this no movie available. Okay, that's it. Let's create our front end. So for this I'm just going to copy paste one thing. Okay, actually I don't want this waste our time, that's why I'm just going to copy paste everything. Okay, just okay, copy and paste. Okay, so this is our code, and you will be get all this code in video description. Don't worry, just enjoy it. This is our home.jxx, and you will be see here we are using an home.css. So inside my component, I am just going to create a new file by the name of home.css, and it will be contain all the CSS code of our file. I am also just going to copy and paste it. This is the complete CSS code. So that's it. Let's test is our API is working or not. So you can see here if I reload, we are getting nothing, because first of all, let's in our index.css just delete this by default style, and in our main.jsx we don't need this index.css. Okay, so we are getting this. Let's test our console why we are getting this. So console. Okay, first of all, they're setting no root location match. Okay, so basically the problem is that in our app.jsx we still we did not pass our root here. So first of all, let's pass our root which we create. So this is our root which will be take our path, and it will be take our element. So we have our element by the name of home. So we did not import this, just import it from our component import home from dot components and home. So our home is imported. Let us this what we had now. Okay, so we are first of all we are getting connection refused. Which means our API is not working. Let test our server, backend server. You can see our backend server is on from where we are fetching API. So just give me a second. Here we are going into CD. First of all, let's activate our virtual environment and CD backend and python many.py run server. So it will be turn my servers on. So when the server is on, our APIs are activated. No, let us this. Okay, still error. Okay, so we are getting our course error. So this is basically course policy. We need to add allow region. So in your backend project, like in your Django.settings, in your Django project, go to your settings.py. But before that, in your virtual environment, just install one more library by the name of install Django course header. Remember, we are installing this in our backend in our virtual environment. So just go to your just give me a second file. Okay, inside this YouTube folder I have this movie recommender. This is our project, and in this in our settings.py we just need to add our course header inside our settings.py, and it is quite easy. But why it's not opening? Let's drag it. Actually just open with text editor. Just okay, so this is our settings.py. I know this is looking very bad, but just need a little bit change. So just here, just Google for Django course headers. So this is officially documentation, and we already installed this by this pip install Django course header, and we need to add this into our installed app. Just going to copy it, and here in installed app I'm just going to add this course headers here. And second thing, we need to add middleware before the common middleware. So I'm just going to copy this middleware and paste this middleware on the top. Like here I just pass this middleware, and don't forget to save. And after that just pass our course allowed region, just going to copy it, and in the last of our settings.py I'm just going to pass this and just going to remove all these region. We want to allow this region, so I'm just going to copy its URL and paste it here. So and that's it. So our course policies have been set. Now let's restart our server and let's see is still it's giving error or it is working fine. So let's run our server on python manual.py, run server. All right, so if I reload and now you can see in the console it's print movies, so it means it's getting all these movies, but here it's just printing loading, and wow, we get all our movies here. You can see we have all the movies and we are getting it here. So our APIs and front end is working successfully, so that's good. Now our home page is created, that's created detail page. Like when user click on this check detail page, it is redirecting on this page, but there is nothing because still we did not create anything. So let's create our check detail page. So uh, here inside component I am just going to create a new component by the name of show uh, detail dot JSX. Let's go. Okay, so this is our show detail page where will be display the page information. When user click on this check detail button, it will be gone that there. So here I'm just going to copy this code as well. Also, give me a second, copy and paste. But there is one changes. I just need to change my API. Add this S here because the APIs which we create here we just pass movies. So I'm just going to pass this and okay, that's it. I think we don't need anything else. In our home, uh, okay. So that's it. And inside your app.jsx, you just need to register your root, and I'm just going to register my root here, which will be our movies slash id, and we need to also import this show detail. Actually not like this. I'm just going to copy paste it. So now we have our show detail component as well also. And here if it will be checked, we are importing one thing, show detail.css. So inside this components, let's create a file by the name of show detail.css, and it will be have all our css code. I am just going to paste it. So that's it, our app view has been created. So let's reload it and test our project, is it working or not. So you can see it's loading. So don't worry, it will be some it's fetching all this image from internet, so that's why it's taking some time. So these all are the images, and if I click on this check detail, you can see it said no detail available. So I think there is something error we made in this is our API. Okay, and inside our app.jsx we have movies, that's good. And actually I think we made a little bit mistake, it will be movies dash id. Okay, I think I found that the problem is with something like, actually I'm just copy pasting this data, that's why I get this error. Like check our views, why I'm getting this error. Serializer, wait, oh, I think I found the error. The error is, you can see in this movie detail, in the response we returned movies, and here I am getting with data that movie. So that's why it's giving error. So I'm just going to copy this movies and paste it here. Let's see will it work or not. So if you are not know what is this, this is the view which we made in our old video. So if you still did not check the first part of this video, this topic or video, make sure to check first part. So now if I reload, oh, if I reload, you can see it is getting our data. So you can see I open the 2 ID, and on ID2 there is movie by the name of Jumanji, and this is its title and overview and all the data. and here it is recommending similar movies like Sudden Death, Mervick, D3, and Shopping. So that's it. The front end is ready. I know I just copy paste everything, but the time is very short, and I don't want to waste your time. Just copy everything and use it easy. And you can also test this with multiple, like this is Waiting to Exhale, movie name, and the suggestion movies are Boy on the Side, The Wizard, Set It Off, and that's it. And thank you for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe this YouTube channel and like my video and share this with your friend. And if you want videos on any specific, leave a comment. And okay, bye. Allah Hafiz.